up on the hills in California. I may date Ken, and maybe I'll be Ken, and I'll be cool. But I really wasn't sure they existed. Like, I was like, for real? Like, really? And then one day I was in Sherman Oaks at a Blockbuster. Remember those things? Blockbuster. What the hell happened to them? Like, seriously. They named a movie night after that, then Blockbuster night. And then what happened? But that shows to show you what happens when you commit such atrocious overage on your customers. Like, I started thinking about it. Like, seriously? Like, your business, how do you go under when your whole business model is buying like a wholesale rack of movies for like $3 a piece and then selling them to your customers for $5 for 4 days? Like, seriously, like 200 times a year. And somehow you fail. Like, go figure. Like, how does that happen? Seriously. Like, anyways, I just thought about that. But I did like the 4-day thing, mostly because I'm such a forgetful asshole. It helped me, because if I didn't remember to return it like the second day, I had like 2 more days to make it, you know? Yeah. I always thought that was cool. And isn't it funny, like, you always end up returning on like the last day possible? Like, even though you watched it the first day, you're like, I won't fucking return it to the 5th day. But you know what, are you recording? Good, yeah. It's my phone's dead, because I was texting a lot of people and all that. But, yeah, so, but it's funny, like, the 4-day model, I just wanted, look, I'm going to talk about Blockbuster, okay? I was thinking about the 4-day model, and I was like, what the hell? Like, honestly, how did they trick us into thinking like that? So, like, whoever is, like, sitting around like, babe, you know, I think I want to watch a movie in 4 days. Should we go to Blockbuster? Like, yeah, let's do that. Or, like, what, like, seriously. Like, how did we ever put up with that shit? God bless Redbox, whoever came up with that. Seriously, let's give a round of applause to that person, and also fuck him, because it's not me. Anyways, back to the Valley. I was in a Blockbuster, and I was walking around minding my own business, and then I heard, like, oh my God, this is that Nicolas Cage movie where he has the fucking thing on his back, and then he like goes, oh my God, so stupid. Oh my God. And I was like, no way, dude. Someone is actually doing that. That's funny. I can't believe someone's doing that. They're probably doing it for fun. And I was like, I looked, it was like the next all over. Like, I was like, oh shit, dude, they are 2 Valley girls. And I was like, where am I? I'm in the Valley. Yes. And I looked, you know, and they're like, I'm next, that's our son. And like one girl's a blonde, but she's dyed brunette, and the other one's probably brunette and it's dyed blonde. And they're like, literally, they're in like this Blockbuster, no one's around, and they're just like, it's so crazy. I was like, wow, dude, they're not even like joking, they're not even doing it for anybody except for me. And like, I was like following them around, like looking through the aisles, like, oh. And then they caught me, and I was like, oh, hey, yo, what's up? They're like, nothing, what up? And then I told them I was just, they thought it was kind of weird, and I was like, oh, I'm a producer. We are in the Valley. You know what else is in the Valley? And they're like, I said. Anyways, but that's Valley. But, yeah, Joe, that happened. Actually, that didn't happen, actually. I won't. Enough about that, Joe. Not talking about it anymore. But there's also a lot of other great cities with a lot of other funny people.
Hey, in your research, did you find out how to deal with hecklers?
Joe, improv is my forte. I'm gonna refrain to talk about your glasses and haircut. Okay, Joe. Okay. What else was I gonna say, Joe? And then, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about Echo Park. That's another beautiful area we have here. I love Echo Park. The hipsters are there. Those are guys. They're cool. And you know, yeah, okay, give a round of applause to the hipsters.
Yeah.
I love hipsters, because if you are a hipster, you're like, I'm not a fucking hipster, dude. You're like, and like unless you're a middle schooler, you're like, I'm a hipster, look at me. I'm so hipster. Look, I have a shirt and it says hipster. But yeah, that's funny, being a middle school kid. That's such a weird area of life. But anyways, yeah. So I learned the other day that you have to own an iPhone and Converses, or you can't even live in Echo Park. I was like, wow, that's so crazy. And I was at this coffee shop the other day, And it was the day after I was in Sherman Oaks, just because I got lost, and I was driving. Yeah, and then, then I went to the coffee shop, and I was like, and I was paying, you know, and I had to take my phone out, like, to get to my wallet, and the lady saw it, and it was like, because I don't have an iPhone, I'm fucking so gay. And I was like, and she saw it, and she was like, I won't serve you. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And she's like, you don't have an iPhone, you fucking weirdo. And I was like, wow. I was like, but I have Converses. Look, like, I have the red ones. And then she told me I had to leave. And I was like, what, dude? They're Converse. And she's like, they went out in February, loser. And I was like, wow, Jesus, you guys are awesome. Go write a book, you whore. I'm sure it's really good. You guys can have a full band reunion thing later, and I'll come. It'll be cool. I have a chain thing on my wallet. Yeah, I'm not going to invalidate any groups either during this whole bit, just so you guys know. I have no overs. So, yeah, that's cool, because it reminded me of this other time that I was in West Hollywood. Have you guys ever been there? They also have really interesting people there. And it just reminded me, it was such a similar situation. Yeah, exactly. I was there with my wife, anyways. So I kissed my wife. I just gave her a kiss, and then this gay guy just stopped giving me a blowjob right there. I was like, what the hell, dude? What? I just kissed my wife, and he was like, fuck you. And I was like, dude, but I have, like, look, I have blonde highlights. And then he punched me in the face. I was like, dude, what the hell? And he's like, those went out in February. I was like, wow, I'm so behind. I'm such a loser. I was like, okay. And then I went and I dyed my hair back and I got an iPhone. But then, yeah. And then we also have Glendale. I love Glendale. Guys, give a round of applause for Glendale. Americana. I've shared a lot of happy memories with you guys there. It was actually the first city that I lived in. That's your town.
My block.
Do the Glendale, whatever, exactly. I love Glendale. I was just there tonight. Yes. Okay, exactly. Peace. Anyways, Glendale is a great place. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's Armenian people in Glendale. They are cool people, actually, and I do like Armenians. But I noticed when I first moved to Glendale, I was just shocked. I was like, God, they all their last names end with R's in or whatever. And then I noticed, like, when they talk, they just sound like they're like Jitch. And I was like, wow, that's such a simple language. And then, and they all like to hang out, and they fucking love bread, dude, the Armenians. Holy shit. And, like, women's dresses, like, seriously. I know there's a lot of Armenians there, but how many, like, seriously, how, really? There's, like, a bread place on every other corner, and a dress place on every other corner. Like, they really have that many bread-eating people there, I guess. They do. Whatever. And they like to also sit outside. I don't know what they do or what they talk about, but it's cool. Anyways, I was in Glendale the other day, and this guy came up to me, and he's like, dude, he's like, this Armenian guy just stole my wallet, dude, and I'll give you $50 if you help me get it back. And I was like, no shit, dude, of course, yeah. I was like, what did he look like? He's like, well, he had shaved head, and he wore a lot of cologne, and he drove a Mercedes, and he smoked Marlboro Lights. And I was like, dude, fucking show me an Armenian who doesn't fit that description, I'll give you $50, dude, right fucking now. Okay, it sounded funnier last night in bed when I was thinking about it. Wow, speaking of iPhones. I think that's God telling me to stop talking bad about iPhones. Fuck iPhones. Anyways, and then there's other cool cities, and like Eagle Rock, you know, of course we all know that Eagle Rock has, yeah, I think they have a Target there. Yeah. You know who lives there? The people who live between Glendale and Pasadena. That's who lives in Colorado. Eagle Rock, Colorado Boulevard. Like, seriously, the Starbucks doesn't even, like, admit that it's in Eagle Rock. The Starbucks like, we're in fucking East Glendale. This is not Eagle Rock. But you guys know who does live in Eagle Rock?
Brian!
The first person ever from Eagle Rock who met more than 1,000 people, Brian Miller. We're all here tonight. But while we're talking about Brian, I know a few things about Brian that you guys probably don't know.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I have some inside information about our Brian Miller.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. I mean, like, for instance, Brian was the first guy in his school to hit puberty. And girls, like, okay, girls were laughing, so I'm glad that made sense to yourself. But for guys, it's kind of a big deal, puberty. Like, for me, I didn't hit puberty until I was like 24 or something. It was so embarrassing, dude. Probably has a lot to do with my issues and why I'm so negative to everybody. But anyways, we'll talk about that later. Anyways, but yeah, Brian, he was the first guy to hit puberty. And, like, boy, he didn't hide it. You know what I mean? You know those guys, like, they hit puberty and they had, like, the little bit of armpit hair. I'm like, fuck, dude, yes, asshole. He's probably gonna date an 8th grader. Fuck this. And he had, like, 16 mustache hairs, you know? And he'd flaunt it. He'd wear, like, you know, the tank top and be like, oh, yeah, what's up? Oh, I'm tired. Oh, teacher, oh, never mind. We have work today? Yeah, I thought so. Go up to the chalkboard like, oh, right here. Got a few things right here. You guys see that, ladies? Go check some of the other armpits. You won't find any of this manliness. And then, of course, like, if you haven't hit puberty like I had, and I was 4'11" until, like, 11th grade. They're like, fuck, he probably has pubic hair too, that asshole. His wiener's probably way bigger than mine, too. So that was Brian. Anyways, but Brian was a very smart guy, actually. One other thing you guys didn't know, he did several things. For instance, he won the spelling bee in high school. Not too many people know that. He won it. Yeah, give him a hand. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, of course, his graduating class was 6, and there was only one other person in the spelling bee. It was a girl, and she had Tourette syndrome, so she actually knew how to say the letters, but she just kept being like, fuck! Hey, fuck you! And finally, like, he won by disqualification. She got it right, but they had to, like, get her out of there because only a mad person could cuss in front of children. Yeah. And, let me think if I can say this other joke. Okay, just give me a second. I'm really glad Adam's not here. Wonder what he's doing. We should flash mob him wherever he is. He's in the wild, isn't he? Okay, hold on. I'm trying to think if I should say this next time. Well, Brian. Okay. All right, let's give a round of applause to me because I'm going to say this next joke. I think I tried to erase it from my mind earlier because I was like, I can't say that. These people know me. They know where I go to course and who my ethics officer is. Anyways, it's not even that big a deal. I probably wrote it. Anyways, but I just wanted to share. It was a very important thing, and actually, it's kind of cool. Like, Brian actually was the first one of his friends to lose his virginity, too, in high school. Yeah. How about that? And guess what? It was a teacher. Yeah. Blonde hair, blue eyes, muscular. In fact, this teacher, he was the gym teacher. But, really good looking guy. Yeah. Anyways, alright, that's basically all I got. Guys, I wanted to, thank you.